Let's import our background, or let me show another way to have multiple objects across the scene. You just come here to background and change it to global objects. Set as global objects. Okay, you can't undo this, so that's why you need to use it carefully. So I'll set this background to global objects. If I delete it here, it's deleting globally. So what I will do is to tag this our background to this scene, the game scene. Let me zoom out a little bit. I don't know, sometimes my this thing does to work properly. So okay, it's like it's working now. Okay, so just size it, hold shift, then sizing, and put it. I want to use the center of it. For the about, I'd like you guys to just shift it like this so it look like different background we're using to towards. So we're using the center of it. I set it to 0 because our player here is already order 1. That's why I set it to 0. So we'll be seeing everything. Zoom in and let's work on our test object first. First, the point. Double click it. The point is going to be 70 for the size. And the fonts, you can see there are fonts, so just choose over here and leave it like that. Now the color, don't make it bold. I don't know my touch is in. It's kind of glitching. So the color, you see that it's not that color. This one is a different kind of lighter color we'll be using for this one. So I've already selected the color. Just type it like that. Apply. Like 70 is too big. Maybe my previous one I use I don't know, let's use 60 or 55. In my previous one I use a bigger phone screen. 55 is okay. I use a bigger phone screen to create the previous one. So copy this. I told you I've already created this game before, so I'm just using those size and those color. So my touch is giving me issues. I don't know why. Double click, change it to 55, the size. Now just paste. Yes, paste it. That's the color we're using for the test object, so that it will be brighter, because that other one is kind of dim. Change to 55 and the fonts. There is font for that last one. I didn't use the font for that last one. Change the fonts. Now that's for our points. Now let's work on the pause and the love icon. You can delete this. Add a new object. Which is our points. Click OK. Now apply. Remember the font will be okay. Just happen to be like this, so let's resize it. Hold shift, my mouse is disturbing, sorry for that guys. Don't know why it's giving me issue now. If it's not, it won't give me this issue. You just make sure it's placed properly at the top of it. You can drag the point also. Make sure everything is properly aligned. Now for the life, you can see I'm double clicking on those objects to go to these points. My mouse is seriously giving me issue right now. So add new sprites and add this one. Okay. Apply. That's that for our life. We have to repeat that for the three life. I'm just going to do one for this section. Then for the life background, delete this, add this other one. This one is easy, but it's taking a lot of time. Add this empty life for the left backdrop. So that's it for our life backdrop. If I zoom in now, or when we run the game, you see it. When your life is, you just see that backdrop will place at the back of this life. But then let's resize this and reposition it. Let me see. Sorry if I'm entering here again. Let's use, let me see, 78, 65. This is the previous one I used for the game. It's only big. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing like this one. Okay, so what I'll do is just resize this slightly to that size. I don't like that size. So if you drag this over here, you can see our life backdrop. But let's resize this. You can see the size is really small. Hold your shift and make it a little bit bigger. Maybe let's leave it for let's change it to 46. I think this is better. Now we'll do the same for our life backdrop. The size to 46 and 46. Then let's arrange it properly. I'm just going to do one of it. You do the rest. So place your life drop exactly at the position of this. You can copy this x-axis, copy, and I can see the y-axis starting. You just come here and paste it. And y-axis 30. So I'll pause the video now to save time and do the rest. So you do the same. So I can change the size to the width 56 and the height 48, so it look properly like a health. And I also change the okay. So what I'll do is just to copy this and paste it right there. So what I'm trying to say is, if your measure your life is at your UI layer and not your base layer, so let's update the play again. So we're using the font, the one that will just but the size should be 150, and the color, you use this color for our play again, CDF3EE. I'll put it in the screen so you see it. Like I told you before, the other one I created is kind of bigger, so I'm using the same size for this one. This one have a smaller screen of 720p. Mine have a screen of the width 1080p. Now let's add the player. You can see I did this in Photoshop. I took the exact picture, the exact color from the background to make this player. So what we are going to do, we are going to change the size of this player. You can delete this and import a new player. So just get the real size, so you can scale it down. Scale it down to about this size and drag it down. The ground remain our invincible objects, and I just remember something. Let's increase this more to this angle. Now let's add our left and right button. Our player is still going off the screen. I always think I'll fix it later, but I always forget to do it. So let's just finish with the UI. We are going to fix that. I know you're wondering, this guy is not seeing this thing is going off the screen. How he will be able to fix this? So I'll fix it after we are done with the UI. Drag this to this thing. For the ground, we are going to make it invincible. So just make sure this is properly aligned to the center, and this also properly aligned to the center. Make sure it's aligned. When you're done, go and add the retry button. And also the home button. Now let's add our chain. And our bomb. For this one, you have to add it accordingly. Select from 1 to 5 of it and drag it So select the one and 5 of it. To select it this way, you can just click on one, hold shift, then click on the number 6 to select it, then click open. Okay, and set it to loop and reduce the speed to about 0.5 seconds and apply. Now let's scale this one and make it smaller. Save it, and it looks like we are done with the UI of this game. So in the next phase, we'll be tweaking some coding and making adjustments for the entire game. So hey guys, welcome to the last session of the UI design. So my mic is kind of broken, so I'm using my PC mouse. So what we'll do in this session is just to resize the gem and the bomb objects. By doing that, you just drag it to the scene and drag the bomb to the scene, and we are going to change the size over here. I've already resized it before, so I'll just say the bomb should be 0106, and for our gem should be 75 and 53. That's for the gem, and you delete this. We don't need, because we're going to create it. I did something off the camera, so I resize. Yours should be having this issue, like you'll be seeing extra space, all these parts of the gem. Don't know if you can understand me, just try to understand me here. So what I did is to crop the sprites over here to get this accurate size of the screen of the gem. So you save and apply. So that's what I did off the camera. I just want to tell you, so we'll be in the same space. So we delete this, we don't need this in the same, we only want it created from above here. So another thing again is the player. You see the player having this jump option if you are pressing space, although it's not necessary because our user is going to be Android and mobile user, so don't be saying space button to press, but just to keep the game safe and smooth, let's move the jump button. Jump, so let's set the jump button to 0, so once we play it, don't jump again, and let's leave it like that. Let me make sure it's not jumping. Let me set it to 1 to 0 too. Yeah, just want to make sure it's not jumping, so let's leave it like that and apply it. Now let's set this up player down here. So I'll be putting the sizes on the screen so we can adjust the gem size and the bomb size once it's created. Let's set the gem and size, let's say 75, 53. Now okay, now I copy this. I don't want to waste much time because these are normally code. So let's change this to bomb and size it to 106 and 106. Now let's first complete the gem. Ctrl C. Now paste it right here, paste it again right here. Now let's do this for the bomb. Copy, paste, and paste. Now let's arrange the code so that once our object is creating, it resize before it drop down. So let's try the code, um, arrange it properly. Remember our code runs sequentially. So which is as it is, it run from up to down. So any code, I don't know how to explain it. Let me just stop there. See what I don't know. But that's how gdevelop work. It's run from up to down. You first code this option here before you call this other one, and so on and so forth. So let's run this game while I explain. So we done with the we are done with the UI uh, part of this course, and we'll be working on the ad parts, like the ad mode, the monetizing part of this game, because who doesn't want their game to be monetized after all this hard work and all this stress? We want our game to pay us money for what we have done with it. So within that, in the next phase of this course, so let's check if everything is working fine. This icon is kind of small, you can increase it to make it bigger. Let's start our game. That one is working. Home, about, back, play. Let's jump. It's not jumping again. We face that. Home, and let's quit this and quit. So everything is working fine. See you in the next part of this course.